Alright, Jeremy and your Black Belt Broker Team coming at you with another Real Talk Thursday. This one's super important. It goes along with what we talked about the last few weeks, which was hazard insurance, right? Fire mitigation, fire preparedness. Right, we live in an area that has wildfires. We've had a couple, obviously. They just had one up in the Boulder area, the Marshall Fire. Like, it can happen, and this year is probably going to be one of the worst ever. Right, we're only at springtime, and we've already had. I mean, we had 3 fires just the other day, and we've had 2 since then, and one's still not contained. Like, we've got a lot of fire danger, as high as I've ever seen it, and I've lived here almost 20 years. So, Colorado Springs Fire Department has come out with this pamphlet. I'm going to put a link in the video for the digital version of this. If you want a real one, I can get you a real one. Right? But going through this is super important stuff to get you ready. I've read this entire thing cover to cover. I'm impressed with the information, so much so that I want you to have it. You need to have this. Right? It talks about how to be ready. Right? Number 1, determining the area you're in and whether it has fire danger that is increased. Obviously, if you live in a wooded area or you have large grasslands, right, you're going to be needing to have more preparedness. It talks about chipping and the city's chipping program and how to be involved in that. The times that the dates that certain neighborhoods have availability for the city chipping where you don't have to pay for it. How to prepare your property specifically for reducing and mitigating fire danger, right? Defensible spaces, things that are required or recommended so that it's safer. I mean, it just goes on and on. Maps and resources. But the stuff that I think is a really big deal, really big deal is action plan, right? How they notify you, what you do with your family, how you're all prepared, having a supply kit ready for if you have to evacuate and if you're at fire. It even goes to what happens if you get stuck and what you do when you're stuck and you can't escape the fire. There's even some information on that, and it's all really good. One of the most important things and probably the most pressing on my life, I'm not very good at remembering numbers, and I don't have a lot of numbers memorized. But what happens if my phone breaks or I don't have it or it's not functioning, which is a thing in emergencies, especially with cell phones, you can't get through. It talks about you should send a text. Texting go through a lot better, it uses a lot less data and doesn't clog up the lines for everyone else. But a really big thing is make sure everyone in your family has the number written down of everyone in their family, so that you can call them, text them if needed, because if it's not working and you have to get an emergency call or talk with emergency people and give them that information, you may not have it, because we all now use our cell phones, right? This is my brain. It holds all of my thoughts and all of my information. Sometimes I don't use this brain because I have this brain. So on that note, make sure you have the important stuff written down, not just in here. So without being too boring and going through every bit of it, you can have this. I will buy you one if you want a printed version, and we will link to the digital PDF of this, which I think is more valuable anyway. But the information is so good, and it's so necessary with our current dry climate. The entire West is going to have crazy fires this year, and we all need to be prepared. Even if we live in the heart of the city, it could still be a problem. If you have questions, please reach out. If you have concerns, let me help you. If you want to know the value of your property so you can insure it properly in case of fire, let me know. Like, subscribe, notifications, all the things so that we get more people seeing this, and share this. If you see this and you know people that need this information, please feel free to share this information with them. I'll be more than happy to answer any of their questions. We'll catch you on the next one.